What's up, everybody? This your boys from Intoxicated Opinion. We in the building.
That's how far we are.
As you can see, we've been sipping on the Willet bourbon whiskey. Today,
Kentucky Straight.
Yeah, Kentucky Straight, 94 proof at that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We got a whiskey sour.
I never had one. What's in here?
Lemon juice, simple syrup, and whiskey.
Is it? Simple
Yeah, simple drink. Simple.
I like it.
I like it. Most things you have in your kitchen.
So we were talking about going on dates, and we decided to discuss what is your budget for a first date. So you may have met this person through a friend, you may have met them online, at work, but now you're going to an official date, you're going out in public. How much money are you going to spend? How much is too much?
I mean, it just depends on the person, I guess. It depends on the person.
All right, break that down for me.
For me, I would say how well the conversation is, how well it's going. If it's a slam dunk, I don't mind paying for a pricey first date.
You mean a slam dunk? She coming home that night?
Right.
Oh, okay.
If it's not, if it's iffy, if it's up in the air, back in my days, I try to fill you out, just see how it was, see how it's going. Most of the time, I wouldn't try anything on the first date. It'd be simple, not too much. Dinner at the house, maybe a movie or something.
So he wants a prostitute. Now, he just defined what a prostitute is. Hey, if she coming home, I'm going to pay some big dollars.
No, I just,
That's what you just said.
I know it's guaranteed, so I don't mind.
That sounds exactly like prostitution, man. It's funny because I tell people you might as well go get a prostitute spending $200-300 on a date. But beforehand though, what you're gonna do as a man, you should have it planned out, right?
Yeah, it all depends on the girl too. It depends on the woman. If you see the woman like, kind of important, I guess, you're willing to go that extra mile.
You could definitely filter out kind of the quality level of the person you're going to go to date on with. If they're just there, you're trying to get them home to do that late night thing, you're probably going to take them to McDonald's or something, or be like, hey, just come over, we cook dinner. But if you're trying to, bond, connect, learn about that person, grow something serious, or you see potential long term, you might want to do something a little bit more.
I don't know. I think different. I think I think if it's just about the date, if it's just about getting to know the person, connection, it doesn't matter where the date is. I believe you can have a date at McDonald's, and if your connection is strong, y'all gonna laugh, y'all gonna talk, y'all gonna have a good time. Talk about people. Y'all gonna really enjoy each other's company. I guess you could tell by the type of person you're talking to on the phone. Somebody who expects the finer things, you're probably going to give them the finer things just to get what you want most of the time.
So now you're prostituting and manipulating.
Yeah. Dating is manipulation. I mean, most of the time you're manipulating when you're dating.
That's why I'm so scared to have a daughter, man.
You're telling people dreams, you're giving them hopes. And that goes on both ends, as a man and as a woman. You giving them the best of you, not telling them all the bad things.
How long before you can start telling us the bad stuff? Because you can only hold it in for so long.
Well, me, I'm different. Straight out the gate, you get all the baggage up front. This is what you're working with. This is what I've been through. This is what I go through. You can like it or love it. I just feel like I get that out the way.
So for a first date, you'd be like, hey, we're going to go to this nice steakhouse. After that, we're going to go skydiving. After that, we're going to go get some dessert.
A little too much.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out.
You're doing a little too much on the first date.
How much you're paying for this prostitute we're talking about?
Oh, man, it's dinner.
Dinner, that's it?
Yeah, you got to see where that person is, what type of conversation, what type of time they on usually.
You going to ask her to pay for her half?
It depends if if the conversation is horrible, if she's horrible, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got this, you got yours.
When's a good time to even bring that up? At the date, before, hey, we just split it?
During or after. If it's a good day, usually you be like, I got it,
Have you ever went on a date and, I don't know, during the middle of the day, you was like, hey, I got to the bathroom, and you just
I've never did that.
You never let them hang?
That's a little too much.
What?
That's a little. I've never had a bad date though.
You haven't?
Nah, I'm usually a good person to connect with.
So that means you've been sleeping with a lot of people. I'm just saying if you ain't had a bad date. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to interpret.
I haven't had a bad date.
Okay. Right.
Usually
Have I had a bad date?
I'm a fun-loving person.
I haven't had a bad date, but I've had awkward dates.
Moments?
Awkward moments in the date. Like I'm like, okay.
I think that's just you then.
Nah, it ain't me.
You don't know how to talk.
No, I talk great.
I usually let the women do a lot of talking. I ask questions, get to know them, understand them. Women like that. Women like when you listening. Women like when you not always about you, about what's going on in your life. So
I like this whiskey sour. I would say the best thing for someone to do on a date is ask questions and listen. Do not open yourself up too much.
Listen, nowadays it's not about dating.
What's it about?
It's about swiping left or right.
But you still got to meet that person?
Yeah, you talk a couple times, text. Usually people don't even talk nowadays. They text a lot 24/7.
So let's just text it. Hey, come over later. And they know what time it is.
Yeah, I think this is the day and age. I'm out of this. From what I've seen, what I've noticed is it's not that deep anymore.
Is that good or bad? I can give you why it's good and why it's bad.
It is what it is.
I would say it's bad because everything's so shallow. It's just, on the surface. It's good because how sucky would it be to go on a handful of dates with someone just to find out that comes that time it's bad. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get right to it. Come over. Let's do this. If it's good, we'll date. It's like reverse dating. They're having sex before they even go out.
Well, back in my younger years, I didn't mind dating. I would prefer like a dinner, a movie. That's just me, Go to a movie or go to dinner, or it didn't have to be nothing expensive. Just to fill out the person, get to know the person, talk. Nowadays, it's different, I guess.
It's like, hey, you're cute. Come over.
It's fast paced,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too much get to know a person or, want to see if this person is really for me.
I see people on my Facebook. They're married 1 week. The next week they got a new boyfriend. Already went through divorce. The week following they're engaged. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, we was just talking about that. We was talking like how people post one thing 1 week and then the next week they're single. I just don't understand.
It's insane. That's why my Facebook always stays the exact same. I don't put nothing on nothing.
Why not?
Things change too much, man.
Oh man. I believe in friendship. I believe that getting to know a person first, being friends first is the best thing. In my experience, that works the best.
So we don't have a limit to what you would spend. Whatever. Money isn't a thing if you're having fun, if you're enjoying the person.
You know what's funny? Like, I was talking to this girl a long time ago that I had already talked to. We had already been through all of that. And she was like, where are you taking me on a first date? And I was like, we can go to McDonald's. And she was like, no. And I was like, well, there's no reason to go on a date.
Because you guys already had dates and stuff.
Yeah, I mean.
She just wanted a free dinner.
That's what it sounded like. And I'm good on that.
You should have came in and been the hero, Captain Save-A-Ho.
I'm not saving anybody. I don't wear a cape. I don't have an S on my chest. Nowadays, though, I think people put a lot of emphasis on how much a person makes, or what a person can do for me.
That's exactly it. What can this person do for me? And if it's not enough,
And I'm just one that, money is not important to me. It's more so, are you there during the tough times? Do you have my back when, things are going bad or when things are going wrong? When we not speaking, do you still try to communicate? Do I still try to communicate? I guess that's where I am as far as when it comes to relationships. So when it comes to dating, that's just hard. Women date multiple people, men date multiple people. Back in the day, I'm just a firm believer. I'm a firm believer that, when you talking to somebody, you talking to that person, that individual.
Okay, so what's a good time to say? Because, hey, man, there's too many people. I don't have enough time to sit and focus on one person for a couple weeks to realize, oh, this person is full of shit. So we got to have some kind of fast-paced screening process. I swipe right or left, whatever direction it is, 10 times. Those 10 people want to meet up. I got to have a screening process. So I can't just pick.
So are you dating on them people, or?
I mean, I guess. I mean, they're going to eliminate themselves through just day-to-day conversation.
I guess, are you looking for a relationship, or are you just looking to have sex?
I mean, I try to not to set expectations because, it always backfires.
So you're just looking to have sex?
No, I'm not. Why can't I just look to make a friend, to connect with someone without having sex?
You just want to make a friend? You just want to connect with somebody? Why do you have multiple people that you connected with?
I'm trying to find the right one to connect with.
But how do you find the right one if you're...
I'm going to feel it. The universe is going to tell me when we're together. Is this the right one or not? But I can't sit there and spend 2 or 3 weeks on one person and they're a flop. 2 or 3 weeks on another person, they're a flop. Why don't I just...
But that's the problem. People don't take that time. Nobody's perfect. So you're going to come to somebody who y'all going to have disagreements, but can you make it past those disagreements? Can you make it past those little hiccups? You're looking for the perfect person in a short amount of time, and that doesn't make sense. And that's why most relationships fail.
And for me, it's just a time consideration thing.
So then you're not really looking for a relationship.
I got 2 dates, or I got 2 free evenings this week. Let me go on a date with girl 1, date with girl 2, figure out which one I like best. I'll move forward with that one. And we can do that every week until we figure out kind of, hey, I'm really feeling this one energy level.
Back in the pimping days, back in my younger days, I could manipulate a person for months on end, for weeks.
Wow, for what?
To get what you want is most of the time. I mean, you're not really showing people who you really are back then. You're just putting on a facade.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
How long can that facade last, though?
Usually,
I was reading a book. No, I was reading it. It takes about 90 to 120 days, and that person eventually will start letting their real self slip up in the cracks of that facade, and then you can start seeing, oh shit, this person's crazy, or this person is violent, this person is gives two shits. I
would say it's until that person gets what they want.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is, until that person gets what they want. Because you got men out here that are friends with women, and they're not really friends. They're friends until they don't get what they want. So, I'm your friend until, I can get that time with you that I really want.
You just talking about sex, right? Get what they want.
If that's the case, or maybe
what else would they want?
Maybe it's a relationship with that person. Maybe you see that person as somebody that you really adore, that you want to be with, and they don't really see you that way. So you'll play the role of a friend until that time comes.
Oh yeah.
Opportunity shows itself.
That's the worst route to go. My suggestion is let them know what you want, and you are not gonna be their friend because you're not interested in friendship. You're trying to be their boyfriend or their girlfriend. Let them know that straight up. Hey, if you're interested in this in the future, you know how to get a hold of me. I'm not gonna be your friend. Unless you're trying to be buddy-buddy with everyone. I'll be a friend until you get tired of the guy you're with, and I could be here for you. So option 2 is what you're saying.
I didn't mind being the side dude.
Okay, so you don't mind being the second choice?
Hell no. As long as I wasn't the first.
Okay. You don't want to be the first? I
didn't. Back then, I didn't want to be the first.
Okay.
I hated being the first. I don't want to hear the responsibility, that's just too much work. I just wanted to be the person that listens a little bit and then gives you what you need and You know.
So you a man whore, or you were?
Why do I have to be a man whore? I'm fulfilling somebody's desire at the moment. Services was needed, and I gave you them services. That's how I look at it.
Oh, that's funny. You know what?
I was a very good side dude. Very
Or-
good. Yes, one of the best.
You didn't have any moral conflicts
No,
knowing some guy is in love with this girl and you just...
I don't. That's not my problem. That's not anything. I don't throw salt on the wound. And
So if the girl's married and stuff, kids, you don't even care.
listen, I'm not trying to come in between anything. I'm there for immediate gratification for for a small period of time.
What happens after that?
After that, they go back home.
What happens if her boyfriend kicks her out and she calls you, hey, I need a place to stay?
That's not my problem. I'm sorry. You need to deal with that. I need to make it work. I need to make it work. Relationship.
So how are you now? How are you now, G?
Now I'm committed. I'm engaged. I'll be married next year, and you know that's what I'm going for.
How many times you been married?
I haven't been married.
Never married.
This is my first time.
Okay, hey man, I just heard the third time's a charm. I didn't know.
This your third time, right?
What? I only been married 2 times.
I know. So you're looking for a third time.
Third time's a charm. I hope it's the first time for you though.
It's gonna be first and last. We ride together.
That's what I said, man. That's what I said.
Bad boys for life. We in this to win.
I'm ready to go to Miami, my guy.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah. But I guess, you know, to try to wrap this up, we've been talking for a while because we're pretty intoxicated. It doesn't. It's tough to say a set limit for how much you should spend with someone. I would suggest if you're going on multiple dates with multiple different people, don't go to extreme. Don't go to a steakhouse every other evening trying to impress each girl.
If you got it, do what you do. If you don't, if you're on a budget, if you live a 9 to 5, which most people act like they're not on a 9 to 5 budget or a 12 to 12 or a 10-hour budget. If you on that budget, then I would suggest that, you know, a nice dinner at home or a nice little, maybe cheap or inexpensive dinner such as Applebee's works for everybody. Applebee's works for everybody. Applebee's 54th Street. Those are good places. I love 54.
That seems cheap, man.
You know, usually you're looking for breakfast.
It's better than Waffle House though. It's a step up.
It is.
So I mean, you could say if you're not happy, we can go to Waffle House. That's what I would say.
I would say get to feel that person, get to know that person. If you know, I believe the first date is about, you know, connection, and getting to know somebody, ins and outs, ups and downs. You know, ask questions.
I need some more of this whiskey.
Don't put on the front.
No, I don't. I gotta draw. But yeah, you know, don't waste your money on dating a lot of different people, taking them out, paying for their meals or their drinks all the time, and not getting anywhere. So make sure that if the date's going bad and you can feel, oh, y'all are never talking again, just be like, hey, split ticket, please. I'll pay for mine, you pay for yours. And if she get mad, it's on her, but right? Or are you gonna pay for it? Because you're not gonna pay for hers if she's rude or she's cranky or she ain't feeling you, right?
Who knows? I honestly,
You might be
I
the
don't
nice
know.
guy.
I might be a nice guy. It depends.
He's
you know.
softest.
It just depends on the situation. It depends on the person. I might just feel sorry. They might just this might be the most expensive date that they've been on ever in their life, and I just
To Applebee's.
feel like helping charity.
Anyway, thank y'all for listening. We drunk, and so now we're gonna continue drinking. Maybe.
I am.
Like, subscribe, share the video. All right, we out.